All right, everybody. Thanks for joining today's training session. We're going to be going over sort of the fundamentals of video editing and creating a video. Just a simple introduction on myself. My name is Ryan McHugh. I'm the director of client delivery at Soaq, and like maybe a lot of people who are interested in this program in this course in this training session, when I first started to play around with the camera and play around with video editing software, I had no knowledge about it. A few years ago now, at the company Soaq, um, my bosses came up to me and they were like, "Hey, we need somebody who can film and edit video. Can you figure it out?" And I was like, "Okay, sure, let's do it." I had the benefit of one being at a place of employment, so I got paid to learn, which is always great. Um, but it's a skill that I really fell in love with, and to this day, it's a big part of my day-to-day job where I manage our team of editors and our deliverables. So we're here today because next year is the 150th anniversary of the artillery, and part of that celebration is running a contest. And uh, there are several contests, one of which is a video submission. So just to orient ourselves, we have our contest details on the UBIQUE 150 website that you can always refer back to. And we'll come back here just shortly afterwards. And I'm hoping to give you guys the tools at the end of the day, one, for yourselves, but also for, the people on your teams to put together a good promotional video for this contest that can be shared across multiple platforms and be used for years to come. So let's jump right into it. So we just covered our introductions. I'm going to go over what our 3 phases of this conversation is going to be about. And I sort of framed this session around the 3 phases, the traditional 3 phases of any sort of video production, which is pre-production, principal photography, or just production itself, and then post-production. We'll end also with a live demonstration, so you have a little bit more familiarity of some editing softwares that you can use and have access to. So what's pre-production? In its most essence, in the biggest essence of it is it's all the planning you need to do in order to be prepared for the following 2 phases. So this is where you yourself and your team come together and you brainstorm what your ideas are. You try to find an idea and find a voice and the direction you want to take. If you need to write a script for this particular video you want to do, this is this phase that you would write your script. You would put together a storyboard, which is essentially just a breakdown, a scene-by-scene breakdown of your video that has notes and directions. So when you arrive on set or on a location to film, you are not wasting your time trying to figure out where you want to film in the first place, but also how you want to shoot it in general. And then when it comes to post-production in the editing phase, having a really good storyboard provides you the groundwork so that you edit quickly and get what you need done without wasting your time. And I'm going to keep coming back to this idea of the storyboard over and over again in this session because it is one of the most fundamental pieces to any good piece of production. Just like any project and any military project, you need to have a good plan in place for you to follow in the following phases. Other typical activities in a pre-production phase, yeah, like I said, planning sessions, script writing, storyboard, location scouting. So I want everyone to keep in mind that we are in the middle of COVID. So if you do feel like you want to go out and film, that's good. Just keep your precautions set. And if you want to film inside, it's the same thing. And organizing gear, so any gear necessary, any camera gear and all that stuff. But production is sort of principal photography, where you arrive on set or you arrive on location or you essentially just start putting your video together. This is where you're filming everything. If you need to do a voiceover, this is where you're doing your voiceover. And I'm going to go over how you can do your own voiceover as well. And then post-production is where you take everything you filmed, organize it in a way that is clear and concise, and then jump into editing. Once that's all done, make sure you review and you review and you review with you and your team. It's always good to have multiple review sessions. Get your final copy ready, upload it, and you've just created your video. So